Hello, hello, проверка звука. Проверка звука, проверка звука, проверка звука. Итак, мы начинаем смотреть матч Энтропик против Немиги.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FunSpark OD 2021, the third edition. My name is Ted. Joining me is my dear friend and co-caster Zerfer, and we're back with the second and last best of three of today, the second game of Group A. Jack, how are you feeling about this one?
I'm still in shock, Ted, to be honest, mate, that Touch the Crown took down Lingby Vikings 2-0 and how well they played. I mean, that was not something that we expected at all. And looking at this one, at the beginning of the day, I would have said, Entropic definitely to take this one 2-0. But because of how well Touch the Crown played, I might just go for the underdog. I might go for Nemiga. I mean, it is a difficult one, but maybe today, Group A, maybe it's the day for the underdog. Maybe we might see Nemiga and Touch the Crown in that upper game. Who knows?
I see where you're going with it. I see you're making it a bit more interesting, but I will have to stick with Entropic. I mean, we already said that Entropic, they're the team that won the previous edition of FunSpark. They're a team that has been just skyrocketing, right on the edge of breaking into the tier 1. They're already on the top of the tier 2 scene, if I might say. They're currently number 18 in the world. They played Pro League where they didn't do that bad. Looking at the lineup, nothing has changed, nothing will change because there isn't a need for change. I feel like they're going into this tournament even as one of the favorites to go all the way to the semis, to the finals, potentially even win it, because right now they're one of the hottest team in the bottom part of the top 15, but they're really, really close to breaking through that 15th place and actually starting to fight for the tier 1 title.
Yeah, I mean, looking at them and how well they did play in Pro League, they got some good results in there. Of course, like they beat Team One. They had some close games against Gambit and Nip, which we'll come to a little bit later. Nemiga, though, they've looked pretty good. They picked up Lear from Zorka Gaming. When they've got him in, he's actually a pretty decent player, and he's held his own in this Belarus side. Of course, Idis Balance coming in as well. He's been in there for a while now. They have been playing all right, especially, when we're looking at like the CIS events. When it comes to the international scene, we haven't really seen too much of them. When it's these kind of big international tournaments, it has proved a little bit too much for them. But I'll be interested to see how they do, because it is a CIS game. These guys, they've played against each other a lot. I believe Entropic have won the last 4 times that they've played. Nemiga have only taken 1 map away, but they've played each other, I believe, I want to say 5 or 6 times. It's been 15 maps anyway, I know that for sure, where Entropic have taken 10. But speaking of maps, Dust 2, Mirage, and Nuke. And looking at that one, I mean, I was leaning a little bit towards Nemiga, them being the underdogs, but looking at Dust 2 and Mirage, Ted, I honestly think they are 2 of Entropic's best maps, and this could be a 2-0, and this could be done quick.
Yeah, this is when I think we should realize how much of an advantage Entropic have, because when you're looking at this matchup, you're like, okay, maybe Nemiga could squeeze in, maybe not on Inferno because this is the permaban for Entropic, but maybe they could squeeze in a Vertigo and do some damage there. But we can see that they opt for the Mirage Peak, which I find quite intriguing, considering this is one of the better maps for Entropic. Traditionally, it's a really good map for CIS, so is Dust 2. So I feel like both teams are going to be quite happy with the veto, but these are some pretty stellar map for Entropic. And if they don't manage to get it done in 2, they will have their best map as the third. Of course, not their most played one, but Nuke being one of the maps where they've had some of their greatest victories. And when I say that, I just remember some victories against teams like Dignitas, like Team Spirit, all of these games that they've played. I really feel like Entropic are a team that knows how to construct their veto in a proper way, considering that they're playing a team that isn't up to their level. So they're allowing their opponents to play maps that they're comfortable with, but in the meantime, they don't play their best maps. So I feel like at this point, maybe Nemiga's only chance would have been to get a proper veto. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't think it's the best for the case.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see like which way, this one does go. I'm looking at Dust 2, okay, Entropic picked that. They had a good result against Team 1. Just speaking about Pro League, speaking about after the player break, they had that good result against Team 1. They had some pretty good results against Nip and Gambit as well. I believe a 16-13 against Gambit, a 16-14 against Nip. Like, they're not bad results. Yes, they're a loss on your record, but it's a close game. It's not as if you were rolled over by 2 of the top teams in your group with that. So that's something to go off as well. Mirage, it's always really been a good map for Entropic, but as you said, it is both of these maps that we've seen, they're just both CIS maps. They're like, it's going to be familiar for both teams. They won't be too disappointed. Nemiga, they do have a chance at it, but I mean, I'm looking at it, the odds heavily favoring. I mean,
I agree with you, odds.
Yeah, I agree, but see, I don't know. I can't write Nemiga off. If there was ever a time for them to get a result, I think it's now. And I honestly think that it could be a possibility.
Okay. We're going to shake our hands at this. You're going for Nemiga, I'm going for Entropic.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I think that's fair. That's fair.
Just for the interest of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Lollipop, though, for his interest, would have been to get more than 1 kill in this scenario. Still, the 1 and the info might be enough. Entropic tagged down as well on 3 players now. After Alien gets a lot of damage, and he's gonna get finished off. So now Entropic in the 3 versus 4, as they will start making their way back towards long. Actually, when you look at this roster of Nemiga, they haven't been going through a lot of changes, still though there are some new names, but they are a team that used to be a stellar top 30 performer, right? What went wrong there?
Oh, I mean, that's very difficult to say, to definitely to put your finger on. They'll be hoping that they can get back to form, as Forrester will be hoping that he hits a little bit of form now when his team need it, but Balance will make sure nothing like that happens. So Nemiga take the pistol. Well, yeah, I mean that question, it's very difficult to answer, Ted, to be honest. It's if everybody could figure out what went wrong, everybody be the best team in the world.
I feel like
I
they
mean?
stopped playing so much, to be honest.
Do you
Like,
think so?
They have been, but they went through this roster change, and we know that they're a team that doesn't go for changes. Like, they were in this roster for so much time. People like Jo, people like Box Lollipop, they've been there for over 2 years now. MDS was there for so long. He was there for about 4 years, and now they bring in Lear, which I like because I think that they needed something new. But they were a stellar top 30 team, and right now they are crumbling. But at least in these first 2 rounds, things are not looking too bad.
Not looking too bad. The flank from Lollipop comes in. Lackey will be the man to fall. Jo rushes the plant, won't be able to deny it, but all Entropic fall. It's a pretty much clean retake. Lear did as much as he could to fend them off. They're going to give Balance the defuse now. Well, having a look at this one. Bomb plant is good for Entropic, but I don't know. Did they can bring out a few AKs if they want. I mean,
I don't fancy that, to be fair.
I think maybe Deagle armor. Oh no.
Okay. Apparently, right. I would understand it a bit more had they done more damage.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, yeah, that's reasonable. You're gonna reset their economy. Now I see it as a bit of a risk, but it's still a risk for the biscuit play because you kind of have a similar buy to the CT side.
Yeah, but also, with great risk comes great reward, as Box is going to be risking it for reward, but will come away empty-handed. Backs away towards lower tunnels. He's not down just yet, but Nickelback will take him out. And Lollipop, he's pushed all the way through, and he has a lovely flank here onto Lackey. Will take him down. Now they know that long is clear. They can leave Lollipop towards long if they like, and he's just going to stay in towards the long doors. He's actually going to get aggressive towards T-spawn, and if he just stayed there, it would have been perfect, but he got too aggressive. Flew a little bit too close to the sun. Well, now Nemiga, they're down a man, and Entropic have a good bit of time to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. Alien putting this scout to some good use. The AWP on the side of Balance might be the problem, but we saw that in the beginning at least. Nemiga were caught off guard by this investment. Now they know Balance is good for 1, but that's really, really smart there for Nickelback. They go for the double peak. Op is good for 1, but it doesn't really matter. It's already out of the equation. And now, unless Jo catches the bomb, this round should go in favor of Entropic. Timing is there, and it's in his favor. Gets the kill. There goes Krat with the refrag, though, and that's going to leave the new guy, Lear, in the 1 versus 2.
Yeah, in this situation, Entropic, they have the man advantage. They know when they're peeking into that up, all they need to do is trade. If they trade every kill throughout the rest of the round, they will win it. Now, Lear, he's got a 1v1. He's taken down Forrester. Krat at the cross with the bomb. The nade on top of him, down to 61 HP. Will stick the bomb. He's already got up close, and he finds the 1v2. Lovely stuff from the new boy. He's going to even be able to save the op as well. A perfect retake from him. A perfect result for Nemiga. Entropic, they risk it all going for that force again. The bomb plant will mean, they could maybe go for another force again.
Yeah, they buy again. 100%. 100%. You even get 4 kills.
And you even get 4 kills as well. I mean, they do a good bit of damage to the economy too. Yeah, I mean, not a terrible result, but at the same time, you know, you're kind of wondering when are these forces going to come to an end? When is the
I
money
think
kind of
never.
crumble down?
I feel never. Like you've already built up that loss bonus. Yeah, you need the bomb plant. Like they're gonna come to an end if you don't get the bomb down.
Yeah.
If you continue planting the bomb, you can buy until the end. Like you can continue forcing the issue every single round, and at one point you're gonna be able to get past that defense on the side of Nemiga. At least they managed to do the damage. But once again, AWPN not even 1-2 ops on the CT side now.
Something that we do see a lot more of. It's one of the maps that you can bring out that bit of diversity, the double op, and there's one of them ringing out a shot towards A, and Crad will fall. So, man advantage for an Nemiga here. And well, now, Entropic, they know that there's an op on B. Do they know that Idis Balance has an op towards A? I mean, they might have some kind of, you know, inkling to there being a double op setup, considering Idis Balance wasn't the player that got the kill. And here is going to be the run boost out. Idis Balance, oh, can't hit the flick. It was very close though. He's going to be flashed off the angle, and Entropic are going to be able to take the A site, and Nemiga going to play here for the retake.
Nemiga are actually not doing such a bad job of this one. They're giving up the side, yes, but they have CT, they have long, which means that they need to be careful only for short and side, and they're going to continue with the retake. They're going to begin with it even before the bomb has been planted. Forrester finds a kill. J.O. there to refrag. 4 versus 3 now. Damage has been done to the CT side, but no kills found so far. And Entropic now are just waiting out. They can't go for the plant. They need to find the peaks. Nemiga are going to make it really tough for them. They're just waiting out. Lear finds another. Nico back, tags the bomb. He's going to get pushed. J.O. with a lovely double kill on the op. And that's a 4-0 lead for the CT side.
And there it is. The force buys finally come to an end for Entropic. It's going to be a scout dropped over to Elian. That's really it. A few deagles, a little bit of armor to buy down to 2k anyway. But that's what we're talking about. If they don't get the bomb plant, it was finally going to come to an end. 4-0 to Nemiga. The double op's working out, especially J.O. being very dangerous, even though he was on low HP. And Nemiga, I like that. You know, starting the retake, you talked about it. Starting the retake before the bomb plant even went down. Idis Balance now finds an opening kill in this round. And really, it's the perfect start here for this Nemiga side.
Yeah. No, it's a map that they usually feel quite comfortable on, but it's still the map pick of Entropic, and Nemiga are picking up the pace. 4-0, potentially 5, unless they make some misplays in this round, because I don't really feel like Entropic are going to have any chances unless Nemiga do make mistakes. But it's a pretty standard one. I love the fact that they're giving up middle in a round like that, because you see a lot of teams get caught against the pistols, close range. No. Nemiga just set back, play from the back of the side. Yes, you have Idis Balance, who's a bit more aggressive, but he's just going to fire a shot and drop down immediately.
Fires a shot, drops down, and Box is there to help out as well. He's not alone. They're not going to leave their upper like that. They're not going to hang him out to dry. He always has some support, as Elian will realise that he has none, so he has to do it alone, but Lear will take him down. It's a clean CT round for Nemiga. Of course, Entropic, they weren't heavily invested in that round. This is the buy round coming up here. The odds still not changing just yet. I believe that they might be switching a little bit. It is for the match winner though. So Nemiga, although they have 5 rounds, I wouldn't say that Entropic are completely out of it.
No. It's too early to say something like that, especially because Alien has the AWP for the first time now, and usually he's one of the players that make the difference for Entropic. He's one of the standout guys.
Yeah, I believe he's the 4th best rated player on Dust 2 in the last 12 months, behind only Zaiwu, Simple. I believe, sorry, it's Simple first, then Zaiwu, and then, can you guess the 3rd player?
I don't know, Shiro.
No, I'll give you a hint. He is CIS.
Dexter.
No, you're close with the first letter though.
Oh, with the first letter.
Yeah.
You're making it really tough for me now. Is he an Oper?
He's an Opera, yeah. He's a CIS Opera in the tier 2 scene. That's all I'm giving you.
Right now, I'm feeling so... it's not gonna be eye disbalance, right? It's
No,
not-
no. What I tell you?
it's with an eye. Yeah, just tell me.
Deco.
I feel so stupid right now. Oh, of course it's him.
Yeah.
My man has the highest rating ever. He's insane. I never think of him though. I never think of him. Like
Yeah.
I was just thinking tier 1. When you told me the tier 2 scene, I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's mad.
And then I started thinking about force. I'm like, nah, they don't have an upper with the letter D. I'm like, who has one?
It's a bit mad though, isn't it? You know, the 3 best rated players or highest rated players in the last 12 months are all CIS uppers.
Yeah, I guess.
Bars I
I guess that just describes the current state of the scene right now. CIS just dominates everything. They even won a Grand Slam the other day. But of course, right now, Nemiga, they are the ones dominating the game. Well, at least in this round, Entropic are trying to fight back, and they are managing to do so quite well, but they will still have to deal with the second AWP of JO, who's going to get pushed. Krad needs to be careful. They don't have to give him anything else, and Krad is going to shut him down finally.
And is this going to be the first round, really, that Entropic are looking for? They have the B site. We know it's hard to retake, but again, the retake comes in before the bomb plant goes down, but Idis Balance goes in alone. Box was flashing for him. 10 seconds. The bomb has to be stuck. Alien's holding the window, and that is not how you want to peek an op. You do not want to walk right into his crosshair, let alone Aliens. We know how good he is. We know how quick he is. And Entropic finally get one round on the board. A massive reinvestment here from the Nemiga though, Ted. Look at this, the double up again. Nobody survives, of course. They lose that round completely. They go for the full buy. They fully send it, bring out the 2 ops. If they lose this round, they'll be badly reset.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, you just risk it for the biscuit. And to be fair, the double up has been working out quite well. So no reason not to go for it once again, but no reason for Forrester and Lucky not to punish it when they get a chance.
Punish it they do. Idis Balance now trying to pick up the pieces of his teammates towards long as he spots out nothing. The smoke C is going to make it a little bit difficult. However, he is going to be boosted up onto the site. Needs to make sure that his short is going to be clear, and he is going to just push in to take an aggressive stance on that angle. Entropic, all 4 players towards long. Nemiga scrambling for a little bit of information. They can't really see much. They're just going to make maybe a play out towards the mid doors to see if it's clear. But the penny might be dropping soon, especially when they hear those 2 smokes.
And that's really smart for Entropic as well. They know that Nemiga in the 3 versus 4 need to go for a play, so they just kind of give them the time to go for it. They give them the time to get off the side, because they will either push towards long, and Entropic will be holding for it, or Nemiga will go to a short, middle, maybe tunnels, and that's more than fine with Entropic, because giving them map control that you're not even using when you're already next to the bomb side doesn't really matter. And now Entropic have the entire side, but they need to be careful with this flank from Lear that's coming in from long. This could seal the deal for them.
Yeah, I don't know if they should really be going for this. I think maybe a save might be a better option. If they lose too many rifles, it could be an absolute disaster. The flash beat comes in, Lear goes down, there's the save. So they were seeing if they could get an opening pick. They were hoping that Lear would be able to find it. He isn't able to. Idis Balance and Box, they have to go save. So Entropic, 2 rounds in a row for them. And, well, it looked pretty easy, to be honest. So a little bit of long aggression there. They take control rather easily. Nemiga playing with a little bit of fire here, but I don't think anyone's going to push through the long doors now. I thought maybe Entropic might venture that way, but everybody's happy with holding on to their rifles as is. Now, the money, Ted, the same conversation that we always seem to be having.
We're only speaking about money.
Yeah, I mean, cash
People
is
will
king.
people will start thinking like that about us. Like they will be like, oh, they only care about money.
Cash is king, Ted, and never forget that. All right.
Oh, okay. Someone quote that. Well, let's see if Forrester is king. Four's long in this round. Flashes are good, but Box is even better. Krad gets the refract, and look at Box go! Gets another 2-3 for him. And, well, Lucky and Alien, they're left in a 2 versus 3, but Box, he's done more than enough. What a heroic play.
Yeah, some fantastic support utility as well. The flashes were perfect. I mean, Entropic couldn't see a thing. I mean, I could barely see a thing, and I was only, you know, I was only casting it. I was only watching it. I can only imagine how white and how blind Entropic were in the actual server. But we'll see now. as Lackey, he's going to drop a molly, might peek towards CT behind it, using the smoke from the flames maybe to get a more advantageous peek. And well, we are going to see that smoke drop here by Idis Balance. Jo tries to catch Alien in the back, but he's so ready. And he will connect with that shot. Now, Lackey doesn't want to peek around that smoke. We see this smoke, of course, you're probably used to seeing it. Simple likes to drop it and play around it. Idis Balance is going to do the same, and Alien will take him down as the smoke will clear. Lear in a 1v2, this time with an MP9, not with an M4. This one is going to be difficult.
Yeah, he gets that. You can crown him as the Clutch King, but Lackey is going to crown him as a dead man walking. Entropic win their third round, and that was a really sick play once again. They saw that one-way smoke towards the back of the side. They're like, yeah, 100% someone is watching for this. Actually, I love the play from Jo. I don't know if you noticed, he actually ran through a molly there. He was mollied, he runs through the Molotov trying to catch the Opera off guard, so that was some pretty decent reactions from Alien to turn around and get the kill. It kind of gave them the chance to win the round, and the one-way smoke in the end that you pointed out, it was absolutely perfect.
Entropic just being a little bit too clever for Nemiga in that
They've
round.
woken up, baby.
Oh, now let's see. I always get nervous when you see somebody with an AK run into a bunch of pistols. Luckily, Nemiga have actually walked away from long. They've given up control. And Idis Balance needs to just hope that he's not going to be spammed or mollied. Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh. You can see him just continuing to crouch his way back. He's like, no, they're not going to see me.
Determined not to be spotted.
If I don't see them, they don't see me.
If I close my eyes, they're not there.
Yeah.
But sadly, Entropic are there. They're up on the A side, and they have.
That's what you say when you're watching a horror movie, right?
Yeah.
Like when you see people in horror movies, they're like, "Oh, I'm in this dark room with only one light. What a good idea would be to close my eyes for a solid 10 seconds and then open them and see what's in front of me."
Yeah.
That was him right now. I'm just gonna close my eyes and hope that there's no one around me.
Yeah, the dark room with the light. It's like in every horror film when they have the flashlight that just doesn't have enough battery life in it, and they're there. It just starts flickering. It just starts flickering, and then all of a sudden,
you're like, "Oh, come on, start paying off for your electricity."
And then all of a sudden, Lackey's there with an AK taking you down. Unlucky.
Maybe Entropic's social media team can Photoshop that.
Oh,
Just the room with the light just goes off and on, and then goes off, goes on, and Lackey's there with an AK.
Absolutely terrifying.
That'd be a banner, to be fair. That'd be Entropic. Take notes. That'd be a banger.
It'd send shivers down my spine. As we see now, Alien on that AWP. He's gonna have a tough task though to take down the double up once again. A Jo and Idis Balance. So this is really a running team for them. They think that the best form of action to maybe stop Entropic is this double op setup. Jo towards B, Idis Balance towards mid. But for now, nobody has taken significant damage. Forrester swings without a splash there, and he will go down. Idis Balance getting some info. Alien will drop the now. Peeks out, finds the first and the second, drops the bomb out in the open. The 2v4 situation, manages to dodge a flash. Alien still here with the opposite danger, but not for long. Jo takes him down 15-4. He is at the minute. And Crad in a 1v4 scenario finds Lear, spots the second player, but now backs away towards the tunnel. Actually changes course.
He doesn't have the bomb though, and now with Box being all the way in T-spawn, they know exactly where Crad is. He can't even go back into tunnels. Of course, there could be a timing, but right now I think that they've written off this as a possibility. Crad though finds another, and now there is a chance if he gets that kill onto Lollipop. Okay, Lollipop gonna shut him down. But once again, did you see how good of an idea that was from Entropic? And Nemiga, the double op, continues working out so well. Every single time that we see Entropic trying to put some pressure onto middle, onto B, there's the double op waiting there. You deal with one, you're like, oh, finally, it's so annoying. We need to flash him off. We need to jiggle. Oh, there's another.
Yeah, and I mean, usually you'd be looking at the Nemiga side, and the opera that you'd be worrying about is Idis Balance, right? Jo is 15 and 5. I mean, he is absolutely dominating right now. He's hitting some insane shots, but he's even dropped the op over to Idis Balance now. So, just maybe deciding to go with a FAMAS. I don't hate it. They don't have enough economy to go for the double up. Nice flash for Entropic just to try and take short. As now Crad spams through. Takes a good chunk of damage down to 52 HP. So he's not looking too healthy, but at least he doesn't go down through the smoke. That'd be an absolute disaster for Entropic. Now, Lackey walks out towards long. Jump spotting from pit can be dangerous, especially when you have a player like Lackey on the other side.
Decides to fall back, of course. Rightly so. Grouping up with his team. Entropic, they're trying to switch things up. I love the fact that they went for a couple of these long plays. I don't know why they switched it up, because it was working out perfectly. That's some nice aggression for Box there. And now they're completely boxed on shore. They need to commit to it. They need to continue. And the AWP is waiting for it. In the moment that he...
nice.
Never mind. In the moment that he gets a kill, Lollipop should pee, but he doesn't get a kill. Lollipop, though, that was so close to getting a double. It would have been just enough for the round, but now Entropic have fair chances.
Нет.
They make their way up short. Nemiga, Nickelback getting aggressive towards CT, finds Jo. Lear will fall. Box has seen enough.
Jam time.
Jam time is right. As we see Box back away, and I don't think it's going to be Box time for quite so long. Look at how aggressive Forrester is. He's low, though. I mean, this could be a little bit of an issue. Box seems to be aware that this is happening, so this should be a free kill for him, and it will be.
He takes it.
Yeah, I mean,
Save it.
He was low HP. If Forrester was a little bit healthier, maybe they could have taken away that rifle, but I mean, one M4 saved, it's not going to be too much of a problem for Entropic, especially when you look at everybody else, what everybody else is going to be working with.
Ну раз ты засейвил, то тогда...
It's going to be just Kevlar, no helmet, and maybe a
Дикл
little bit
от Лолипопа,
You know what I
хаешка
want to
и
see?
бокс
I
с
want to see the
флешкой.
contact B. I want to see
Фанаты
the
закупили,
most
но
typical,
это
like,
будет
we
экобайт
just
с
want to
пистолетами.
demolish them around. Not in this one, because now it's pistols on the other side, and contact B
Планируют
against
уходить
pistols
мид.
might not be the best idea, but
Или он возьмет шорт.
I want to see a contact B on a buy round
Они
from Entropic. I
под
feel like
флешку могут сейчас
this
убить, в
has become a
принципе.
bit of a meta
Бокс нет.
in the last week, the last months on
Тебя
Dusty. A
прошьют
lot of the
еще.
teams love going for this kind of play, and
Походит.
we
Ну,
still
Лолич
haven't
должен
seen it. We've
хедшот
seen pretty
давать.
much everything else in
Прошили
spite of that.
все-таки. Ё-моё,
Yeah,
чё
it's
ж
like
вы
the
делаете?
contact B on
Ah,
Dust 2,
Prefire
and then
Forrester.
the contact out Palace on Mirage, it's kind
Yeah, exactly.
Префайр, чё?
pretty similar. It's kind of become a staple
Жую.
of
Выбить
these two
коллаж,
maps
забрать
at the
коллаж,
moment. Would
засейвить.
like to see it.
Ну,
I don't know if we
ё-моё,
will, though,
чё ж
just
ты
yet,
чек,
but what we will
боже
see
мой.
is Entropic
Помоги,
run
помоги,
over
бокс!
these pistols and that saved M4 with relative ease.
Сейчас тебя
Forrester
заберут,
loses
ладно,
his
иди
life,
ты.
but he's done quite enough for getting 4 kills. And it is Box once again in the save scenario. I don't think this one's going to turn out very well, though. Lackey makes sure of it.
I think you got it right.
Yeah, I mean, on Mystic Jack, I can predict these things.
Yeah, well, let's see if Nemiga could predict what the idea and what the call for Entropic would be in this round. Once again, the AWP, this time only the single one. So we're not going to be able to see Jo once again. Doesn't have the cash for it, only for the FAMAS. But still, Nemiga with a buy round that has to be won now. They were up to a 5-0 start. Right now, we're leveled up 6-6, and if Entropic wins this, they might even end up winning the entire half, which, considering how it started, is going to be a really, really bad turn of events for the CT side.
Yeah, it could go south very quick. What was a fantastic start. I mean, what, 5-0? Yeah?
Yep.
And we're looking at now 6-all. It's not looking great, but I mean, it was to be expected. I mean, when I was looking at the 5-0, I was kind of thinking about the game that we had earlier, the Touch the Crown Lingby Vikings.
Надо брать Nemiga.
In favor of
6
Touch the
раундов,
Crown.
так и
I was
нормально.
like, surely not.
Again.
Yeah, I was like, surely not. But Entropic, they seem to have found their footing, and they seem to have figured out Nemiga just a little bit towards the end. And honestly, if they win this round, 7-6, I definitely think they'll win the half. Quite possibly could even 9-6. So it is all kind of riding on this one. If Nemiga lose this one, probably they will end up losing the half for sure.
Раскидывает
But
шорт.
if they're able to convert this round, they'll stand a chance. I think
Ух,
7
ну,
rounds on
липоп
CT
и
side would
плюс
be
авик.
fantastic for them to get.
Идеалик.
Absolutely. Well, let's see if they're going to be able to pick them up. Flashes are in,
РМП.
smokes are in. I disbalance with the AWP is in as well. Misses the first shot.
Флешку, попроси флешку.
We peek.
Ёкарный,
Spot,
чё ж
they
ты
kill back,
чекаешь,
but he's gonna
Лоли?
spot him again. Lollipop with another box with the 2K. This
Хорош,
guy
блин.
continues finding
Не надо было
multi-kills.
пикать,
And
конечно.
Alien is
раньше.
left in the clutch with Lucky. 2 versus 3. He needs to go for the bomb plant.
Фейк,
10
фейк,
seconds.
фейк.
Alien
Найс.
fakes it out. Oh, that was so close. Would have been a
И Лаки
really,
забрать.
good way to find
После
a kill.
таймера давай.
Now Lucky, he's
Нет.
just left with 5 seconds to work with. No chance.
Нормас.
No HP. And, well,
Нормас, нормас.
no round for Entropic. 7-6. Nemiga, they regain their advantage.
Yeah, they regained the advantage, they regained the lead, and they also saved double ops as well. So, good result. I mean, really good result. And again, Box, he's got some
Конечно, найди
multi-kill
сбаланс
potential
херню
in him.
какую-то
I felt really
сделал.
sorry for Otis Balance there. He got unlucky. He really did. But
Нормально.
Box, I mean, if they line up for him like that all day, he's going to say thank you very much. We've seen him get some multi-kills throughout this first half, and he's going to continue on it. Otis Balance takes a lot of damage, though, towards middle. He's down to 30 HP. The op, I believe, tagging him through the door. Now he's flashed off the angle. Box taking control of long now for the minute. And look at this aggression here from Jo. He tries to get a pick towards B. He has been successful sometimes, but now he's going to back away. That nade is going to discourage Crad, and the spam is just going to force him away even further.
Да ё-моё, иди с баланс.
Finds
Чё
that
ж ты?
shot. One of the ops has been
Боже
taken
мой.
care of, but Box towards Pit is going to be a difficult customer.
Боже
to clear. Now,
мой,
Lackey makes it look
Лаки,
easy.
быстро.
Clear, and
Ливайте
Jo
на сейф.
now might just have their sights set on saving.
Сейвинг, сейвинг.
I mean, they should. At this point, you think about the money, you press tab, you go, oh, okay, that's not looking too wealthy for us. And for Entropic, it's quite the opposite. They get around with 5 players alive, and by the looks of it, they're feeling brave enough to even go for the hunt, realizing that winning this one and taking out the guns out of the hands of their opposition could secure them the 8th round and the half. They are now left in the 1 versus 5. Should be taken down at any moment now. Entropic, with 5 players alive, they take down every single one of Nemiga. And just like that, we're seeing how a team that has picked a map and has started quite badly could just come back with ease.
Yeah, I mean, that's always going to be the caliber of opponent that you place him, but there's a different caliber that Nemiga are going to have to be worried about, and it's that
and it's
auto
not Skate's
sniper.
caliber.
It's the auto sniper. Oh no!
Oh, no.
А
I just
ё-моё,
balanced.
айди с
Oh, that's your
баланс.
half over,
Ты ж,
mate.
блин,
Sorry, C on
придурочная.
T side.
Задолбал меня.
Falls. Now, a 2v2 on either site that Entropic want to go to. It looks like Nickelback is just going to stay there for the round. He's just going to keep spamming away with the auto sniper. He eventually picks up an AK. Lear taking a lot of damage through that smoke as well is going to be an issue. Alien has locked off, and he rotates towards B as he makes his way towards mid, or rather makes his way back from mid. Entropic, they're going to make their way out long. Box is here though, and he might just walk right into Lackey's crosshair.
He might. He knows that he needs to go for a play, and he goes for it and makes it work. Now, he doesn't have to continue. This was not needed. You get the first kill, you fall back instantly. It's a 4 versus 4, and now you don't have to go for a play. But when you give it up, your teammates are just between a rock and a hard place right now. They need to rotate back towards A. There's one guy to cut off the rotations, and they have SMGs and a single M4 and Lollipop, who's just isolated in CT. He's going to get taken down, and now unless the MP9 goes huge, this round should be going in favor of Entropic, and it will. 8-7. Entropic just 8 away from picking up their map, and they're starting to feel a bit more better here.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at that, that's a really good comeback for Entropic. I mean, 5-0 down. We did say, you know, it's very early to say Nemiga we're going to run away with that one, and we were right. Entropic, really good towards the end. Let's have a look at it again.
By the way, what was that Pro League game? It's overtime, 17-15 for the T side. It was Pro League. I'm almost 100% sure. And the T side team, they just get auto snipers. They start spamming. the CTs are like, yeah, we need to win this round in order to have a chance in the second half of OT. They lose 2 players on the cross.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
And that was like a week ago, or like 2 weeks ago. It was really recent.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly who was playing, to be honest.
But you remember the play.
Oh no, I do remember the play.
That's hard. That's heartbreaking. Really, I hate it.
This time it's only one auto sniper though, and it still does the damage. Still cost him the round. Oh, the flash here, Lackey. I don't think he's going to be mollied out. Look at this, Ellie in the flank. Oh, Nickelback with 2, looking for more, and overstays his welcome. Idis Balance takes him down, but the information is gathered. Entropic have rotated over. Elian needs some support. Here it is in Crad, and Elian taps. Crad will tap as well. Lollipop in a 1v3, finds the first, gets the second, and now goes looking for Forrester. He's got 3 kills in the round. He's 57 HP, tagged down pretty low, down to 27 on the cross. Forrester has the info, but he doesn't have armor. Lollipop only needs to connect it 1 shot to the head, and he can do that. We've seen him do it in this round, and he's going to go for the fight here. Spots it, or rather doesn't. Taps the bomb. Forrester's going to walk up. Lollipop. He's making noise now. Forrester knows where he is. He knows what's going on. Lollipop walking up behind him. Needs to check his flank. It was a valiant effort, but in the end, Forrester had his number.
And that was so well played by Forrester. He realizes he hears too many steps, and he's like, oh, he's not going to commit to the plant. I'll just hide. He might go for the peek. He has more than enough time. Hides in, gets the timing perfectly, and by the time that Lollipop is off the bump already, he's not ready for Forrester to be that close in CT, but that was some really nice shots there. This man has played DM as well.
Yeah, he's looking crisp.
And I can vouch. He's playing DM 24/7. We're playing in the same server. I don't know how I'm not that good.
I'll leave you wonder. I won't give you a reason.
Yeah, please don't. That's one of those questions that I wanna ask the question, and I don't want an answer.
A rhetorical question.
Yeah. It's not even rhetorical. I just don't want people to answer. That's it.
Well, how about that for an answer? Lollipop makes his way out towards mid, and Lackey answers right back. The rifle out of the round. It's only the pistols going forward. Crad, he has control along, and he spots out the shadow of box. He's not even going to be checked. Crad finds a free kill. Idis Balance, he's recovered the AK, but he's no armor. Jo is the only man with head armor. I would like to see the AK dropped over to him. And there we go. So some good communication between Nemiga and myself. They must be listening. But right now, Coach Jack is right. Can Nemiga get a plant out of this? It would be huge.
This one cheeky burger on the side, and Quebec is going to take them all down with the kind help of Crad. So 10 rounds on the board now for Entropic. In a round like that, there's nothing too much to say for Nemiga. Like, you're going to be happy with the damage that you did. A bomb plant, as you said, would be wonderful. But in the end of the day, it wasn't an investment. It was the eco. So now, with the AWP in the AK, it's go time. You need to start showing us why Dust 2 is a typically good map for CAS teams. You need to start showing us that you can actually fight with Entropic here.
Бокс вылетает на лонг, пытается ловить на ошибки. Нет, Ники не подставляется. Ну и нужен Энтри. Немиге сейчас нужен Энтри какой-нибудь зацепиться и выйти на 11 пунктов. Пытаются занять шорт. Кикбэк. Минус. Оставляет 70 холдспоинтов. Ну и будут входить на Эллиона. Эллион-то работает один. Без флешки, блядь. Бокс. Иди в жопу, нахуй. Заебал, блядь. Эйр, у тебя 2 флешки. Тут палковый тоснин.
They have a molly and 2 flashes, no smokes at all, and what is a huge problem as well is all the information that Entropic are after getting.
Боже, юзаните 2 флешки, пожалуйста. Вы чё такие, боже, душнилы какие же.
That one, that's the best one of the day I've heard. Fair play.
I think that's the
Ранбуст.
Yeah.
Да иди в задницу.
Well, let's see.
Боже мой, иди в жопу.
Goes out in the open, not a big fan of that, but Nickelback is there to back him up. Gets a double kill, goes for the third. Lollipop is gonna shut him down, but Krat will do the same to him. So 11-7 in favor of Entropic. They're starting to feel even more dominant here on Dust 2. Nemiga yet to pick up their first tier round, and they don't even get a bomb plan, which means that now the money isn't going to be looking great. But look at that from Alien. He's just an opera that knows how to reposition himself accordingly after getting shot after shot after shot. It makes it so tough for his opponents to be ready. Makes it so tough to isolate him, to refrag.